Hello, my man. How are you doing? Thank you very much for your check-in. Although you sound like me on a daily fucking basis. Um, oh, that was just funny. Like, you, just funny. It's, it's kind of like it's funny because how you are or how you were in that check-in is kind of how I feel every day. Being in this deficit, everything is so irritating every day. You can probably sound I'm a bit flat, bit drained, ready to compete. I just want to, oh, just I just sat here like this, just laughing and smiling because it's just how I feel. Like I just totally related. Um, so I mean, I don't know if that was probably for you. It was probably a lot to do with, work stress, probably life stress, heat. A lot of stuff puts you in that mood. But yeah, you will find that as well if you are in a deficit too. It does drag you down. Not drag you down mentally, it just drags you down physically. And I again just want to apologise if I ever feel a bit flat. I feel a bit, just drained because I want to give you as much value. Sometimes I sit it right and I go, okay. So when we speak to our clients, we need to speak slowly. You need to actually think about what the fuck you're saying. Because sometimes I ramble on. I like finish the check-in. I listen to them like that has nothing to do with their progress, or that has nothing to do with what they said you came. Redo it now. And literally like now, like what am I chatting on? So yeah. What I would say, Ed, is with the heat, which you did mention as well, which is kind of cool because I was going to mention it to you, is make sure you've got water in hand. Like I've got a massive jug here, and if I didn't have that jug, I would not be drinking water. Once the jug is empty, I fill it up and keep drinking. With this heat, especially, we need to make sure our hydration is more than on point. Like, if you think your hydration is on point, you're probably dehydrated. Keep drinking. Keep drinking. Just keep, even if you're going to the toilet like every half an hour, if you're driving and you need to stop every half an hour for a piss, please keep drinking. Helps with energy levels, keeps us hydrated, which will help our overall mood, and we won't feel sluggish and shit. Because as soon as we start feeling sluggish and shit, is when we just sack off everything. Sometimes if you go about your day, it's a hot day, you go through work, you're in a shit mood because of the heat, and then work pisses you off, and you just know you haven't drank enough, and then you need to train, but you don't train because you're pissed off. It just spirals out of control. So the first thing we need to do, and then also your hunger goes up, and you're thinking to yourself, oh, it must be food, must be food. I need to go and eat. I need to go and fucking eat. No, hydration. Down a shitload of water. Keep down and keep down, and make sure your hydration's on point. Um, that's the main advice in this heat, especially on a cut, and with anyone that's in a surplus as well. Make sure we're drinking. Imperative. So yeah, cool. Thank you very much for the unlisted video, though. Yeah, that was cool to sort of watch a prolonged video, make notes, and not have to watch several. No, but I don't mind that anyway. But it was cool that you did it unlisted because as soon as I clicked on it, I was like, this better not be public, Ed. This better not be public, but I can see it's unlisted, so cool. Two, fucking hell, £1.2 down, which is awesome. Great start. Great start to the week after your holiday, after your time off, which is fucking awesome place to be. So cool to have you back. So cool to have you, training again with your check-ins, seeing your food on point. Your food's gone up there, and your weight's still coming down, which is spot on. I knew that would happen, so that's why you increased your food. Really use some of that food to be able to push your training as well. If it keeps coming down at this rate, we can maybe even throw more food at you. So the more consistent you are, the more consistent data I get, the more food that you'll get. If you drop 2 pounds 1 week, I think, okay, we actually could feed Ed a bit more carbs here. Therefore, he may feel better. Therefore, his training sessions may actually feel better. But, your weight will still be coming down. We can do that. Maybe adding in refeed days as well, which is refeed day will spike your insulin again, which will therefore make you lose weight. Therefore, everything fires up. A refeed day is not a cheat day; it's a controlled refeed day, whereby you are still tracking food, but you just get more carbs, lower fat, and that just replenishes you. We can add some of them in, and maybe that's something to look forward to. But it's cool to have you back, staying consistent. It's nice to see you weighing in, your weighing times, everything's spot on, your steps are spot on, your training, everything like that. So that's awesome. 2.5 pounds down. 1.2 pounds down. So I'm happy with where things are. Straight away, I'm just going to say macros are staying where they are, cardio is staying where it is, and steps are staying where it is. Before I forget that at the end of the video. So no changes for next week, but okay, cool. The cut, in regards to a cut, we will maintain, we will keep, I need to add your progress pictures. I need to make a note of that so I don't fucking forget. Need to add that on your sheet, so just making a note of that. Your progress pictures are awesome, very good position. What I would say is we will continue cutting until you're happy. Like, yes, I'm a coach, and yes, you know, I can tell you that we should stop cutting, but I'm not going to stop cutting you until you're happy. Until I'm happy, until you're happy, until you go, okay, you know, I look fucking awesome, and I'm happy that I've got in this condition. Let's build some fucking tissue. And I'll be like, yes, Ed, fist bump, let's go. But we'll continue the cut. I reckon you got probably around 6-7 pounds, maybe 8. Maybe you could push it to 10, and you look fucking amazing. And then we could start pushing it up from there. Regarding your, it was just funny watching you do like your cuts, your bites, your heat. You sounded flat. You know, just another day in the books, eh? But your sessions have been good, although you did drop some weight in your shoulder press, which I'm not too bothered about. You got some PBs in your other ones, which is awesome. You need to have that mindset going into everything as discussed before, but not too bothered about your pressing movements. What I would say is when you do go into a cut and when you lose more weight, the first things that will decrease is your pushing movements and your lower legs movements. Like, you probably hold on to strength with your pull movements, but your push movements will be the first to go. Like it's just, you have to exert the most energy with your push movements. They're harder, they're more taxing on the body. So when you get lower and lower, the push movements will go first, and I guarantee it. But I'm happy with how training's going. You've maintained pretty much everything apart from that shoulder movement, so that's absolutely fine. Just auto-regulate it down and be smart. I don't want any injuries, especially if you've had that injury before. So all happy with training. Sleep as well. I know exactly how you mean. I've got 2 of my windows open, and I was still fucking hot. The probably reason why you didn't sleep is because of the heat as well, dude. Maybe get a fan. Maybe keep some water by the side of you as well if you can, and just open windows, bring as much fresh air in as possible, and maybe get a fan as well. That will make sure you go to sleep easier, because the heat does drive you insane. You flow off the blanket and you just, yeah. So fan, windows open. It should help you sleep. If not, get a sleep spray. I use this one. It's called Deep Sleep Pillow Spray. Whenever I'm struggling, I whack some into my pillow. What else? Oh, supplements. Upset stomach. So I'm not sure about that one, because EAAs and creatine are natural supplements. Pre-workout obviously isn't really. It's got some artificial shit in it and a lot of caffeine. So I would have taken, if you had an upset stomach, I would have taken pre-workout out straight away. Protein is just supplemental protein. So the next thing I would say is creatine. If you still have upset stomachs, take away the creatine, let me know. If not, we'll take away EAAs, and if it's still then we need to look at your diet. Maybe something that you're consuming in terms of food. And if that still doesn't work, then you need to go to the doctors, because I'm not a doctor, but if they're, if you're getting really bad upset stomach, you should probably go and see someone, especially if it carries on, prolongs. So the first thing is creatine, take that out. Second thing would be EAAs, and then the third thing would just be go to the doctors if that doesn't work. But pre-workout, by the sounds of things, just fucked you up like massively. So don't consume that. Fucking throw it out the window. But yeah, I'm happy with everything. Happy with where you are at. Happy with how we're progressing, and happy that we're happy but never satisfied, because that's how we always are. So yeah, keep plugging away, keep doing what you're doing, keep ticking those boxes, and give me a midweek check-in. Let me know how you're getting on. It's really cool to talk to clients midweek, especially when you've gone a whole week and you just feel like you haven't really given much value. But if you just let me know how you get on midweek, chat to me, let me know how your day's going, just fucking talk to me. And yeah, so I'm rambling on now, and we'll chat soon. Cheers, Ed. Bye.